Welcome once again. Today I'm just here in my front porch getting ready to go out in my shed to pot up some Christmas cactus for myself and my friend Michelle. And I'm going to be cleaning up and potting up some of these geraniums. And there's a story behind these and I'll show you shortly. Before I head inside to the garage, I wanted to show you guys what I've been up to the last week or so. I've been winter sowing lots of containers. I believe in total I've got over 100 now winter sown. I've been sticking them in snowbanks. I do have some over here which are buried under the snow, and I have some more all alongside of the house here. Eventually, when the snow piles go down, I will move those into the backyard. Right now, it's nothing but a mountain of snow, and it's snowing again here today. All of these containers are sown with seeds that I had saved myself. A big financial savings there. Life has been good and busy, of course, and I guess now that I am an official farmer, that'll be the story of my life. Busy, busy, busy. I've got these Christmas cactus, or some people call them Thanksgiving cactus. I believe it depends on the shape of the leaf, and I think this is a Thanksgiving cactus, but could be wrong. Anyway, this one is peach, which is a rare find, and I've had it growing for a while, and I decided to take some cuttings for myself and my friend. Here's the story of my lovely geraniums. I bought these geraniums seeds probably about 4 years ago, and same as the ones that I have growing now inside of my grow room, 10 seeds for like $4. And I believe the germination rate back then was the same as what it is now. I got 8 plants from 10 seeds. When I was living in Alberta, I was at my friend Kathy's house one day, and she had geraniums inside of her garage, and I'm like, what are you doing? And it was winter then. She said, oh, I'm overwintering my geraniums. And I'm like, I never tell that before. That's an annual. Anyway, apparently all she did was take her geraniums in the fall of the year, and she just put it in her garage, which was insulated. So now that I've been moved back from Alberta many years, I've decided to do this too. First started out about 4 years ago, and I had 8 plants. Now I'm down to maybe 4. So each year, when the fall of the year comes, I take my geranium plant and I just put it down into my crawl space, which has no light whatsoever, and the temperature down there is about 7 degrees, but it's probably warmer than that. The thermostat is set at 7, but I think with the insulation and the confined area, it doesn't get down that low. It doesn't get that cold. I would put my geranium plants down in my crawl space, and probably towards the end of April, early May, I would pull them out, clean them up, repot them, and then they would put on new growth. And then after our last frost date, which is June the 1st here in Central, I would put them outside. In case if anybody never tell this before, it does work. And like, I wanted to do it a little earlier this year for a number of reasons, to share this method with you guys. And also, hopefully now it'll put on a bit of growth over the next little while, and I can take some cuttings, get more plants. As you can see, this plant is in pretty rough shape, so I'm going to go ahead and cut off all of this dead stuff. And I accidentally cut this root which I think I'll just pot this up and see if that'll grow. So as you can see, the leaves are coming off quite easily. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dump all this old dead soil out of this container. Shake off all the loose soil, lots of roots for sure. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this is because I don't want to be bringing anything that may still be alive in the soil into my home. So I'm going to be using some fresh Pro Mix. So I'll just put this one side and I'll dispose of that later. I've got my Pro Mix with water all mixed in, so I'm just going to scoop that into this container. Give this a little pat down, maybe a little bit more soil. And there you go for that one. So put that inside now under the grow light, and hopefully we will be seeing some new growth. One down, one to go. Now this one, the new growth on this one isn't as leggy as the one prior. I've just cut off all these old dead leaves. Actually, they fall off pretty easy. Gardening is such an expensive hobby, so I try to be creative and save $1 wherever I can. So if this is an annual and this plant is 4 years old, I think I've done pretty good on cost-wise when it comes to geraniums. And that is one of the reasons why I wanted to create this YouTube channel, to be able to teach you guys who love gardening and also love saving $1 and how you can do both. So that's looking pretty good. I'm just going to get rid of that soil and put in some fresh soil. Being so dry, it comes off so easy from the roots. I'm just more or less giving it a little squeeze without trying to make a mess. There you go. that is looking pretty good in my opinion. So hopefully now, once I put these under the grow lights, they will start turning green. And while I'm at it, I might as well go ahead and pot up these Thanksgiving cactus. And there we have it, an instant plant. Just gotta develop some roots now, and hopefully that will happen soon. I'm surrounded by snow, and I just came on my back patio to give it a little shovel since we had a fair bit of snow again this morning. Spring must be here. I just made a great discovery. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but on my north facing side of my home, I do have some tulips, and that is where my air exchanger is. And that area, the snow, I guess with the warm air that's coming out of my home, that area gets covered with snow, but the warm air melts the snow. So I'm just going to turn you guys around so you can see what I just discovered. So this is the area which the heat that comes out of these air exchangers, I guess, like I say, it always melts the snow because everything else in this area is nothing but snow. But if you look real close, let me climb over that snowbank. I think this is tulips. And what is today? February what? And here we are at the end of February, and we've got tulips coming up. Wow. And also, this here is Sweet William, which keeps coming back year after year. So for those of you who are living in the cold temperatures like I am, spring is coming. It makes me so happy just to see this. It means spring is just around the corner. Back inside my grow room here now, and I don't want to go into detail on all of these plants, but I am going to give you a sneak peek today. Probably one day next week now, I will tell you exactly what I got planted and what my intentions are with all these plants. Here we have lots of petunias which are popping up like crazy, and as you can see, the germination rate is just awesome on all these. So this is 3 different series, the Bravo, Ultra, and the Storm series, which are all different colors, and I'll talk a bit more about that next week. Also down here are some lovely violas, Jolly Jump Ups, that I planted about a week ago, and that is that little piece of geranium that I cut off, and I just brought these in from the garage. Hopefully now next week you'll be able to see some green on those. And what else do we have? Oh yeah, we have some million bells that are just popping up, and we've got loads and loads of bell peppers. And this year I've decided to do something different with my bell peppers regarding selling them, and I will release that probably next week or so, what I'm going to be doing. And these are all the lovely pansies. So guys, it is so great to be coming into my grow room and seeing green. See you guys all next week. Take care. Love you all.